Hello everybody, I called you all in here today to talk about customer service. I've been known recently that a lot of people have been walking out of the Senate office very displeased and very unhappy, and I know a lot of that has to do with them just being upset about the program, and a lot of it has to do with them being upset about the employees and how they're handling their problems. So I know it doesn't seem like to me that you guys really care that much, and I know that's something that we need to work on, and it'd be great for our office if you guys would improve that. I wanted to start with a quote today. It's from Damon Richards. It says, "The customer doesn't care how much you know until they know about how much you care." And this is really important because I know it's very frustrating to everybody when we all know the problems, we know this program much better than any of the customers do, but they just don't seem to respect us and respect the fact that we work, this is our life, we do this 40 hours a week, and they have only had 2 experiences with it. And I know it's something that we need to work on, and I want to go through a couple situations for us today that I've seen recently, and I want to tell you how you guys are handling it and what the correct way to handle it is. The first problem that comes up is when somebody comes in about 90% of the time, it's just an ordinary case. We all know it's 2 or 3 problems that we run through every single day, and you can just get it done just like that. But then there's about 10% of them are what I like to call rare, out of the ordinary cases. And these are where the problems happen. A lot of times, we aren't 100% experts on the program. A lot of it comes from the UES not giving us all the information coming down. So I know it's not always easy to know exactly what the answer to the problem is, but I know there's always resources you can use to help improve that. A lot of times when people come and you don't really know the answer to the question, you just guess, and that just doesn't work very well. Nothing makes a customer more upset than having to come back in because they were given the wrong information. So instead of that, every single desk has a 25-page workbook and handbook that tells you exactly all the information you need, and you can look it up, and it's there for you to use at the front desk if one of these problems were to occur. I know recently a big problem has been with the middle names, whether you need a middle initial or not. I know UES has been struggling trying to tell us what the right answer is, if you do need a full middle name or not. But in the workbook, it says that you do need a full middle name. So that's just an example of if you looked it up, you took the time, had the patience, the customer will have patience too, and you tell them what the correct answer is according to the workbook, then you're good to go, and they'll be a lot happier about it as well. The second second situation I want to describe is very similar to the first one. It's one of those rare cases where there's 2 people working the front desk. As you all know, we usually have one person run the lead, one person is a secondary person, or the backup. And the lead does most of the talking to the customer, and the backup's only there to help out in case there's a problem that they don't know, or in case they're given the wrong information. So the problem is when the backup hears wrong information, they're very disrespectful to the lead. And if they hear it, they just say, "No, you're wrong, that's not correct." What this does in front of the customer's eyes is complete discredits the lead. Everything they've said, they can't trust anymore. In their eyes, they're an expert going in, and as soon as you say that, they're no longer an expert. And it also creates a tough work environment because once the customer leaves, you still have to be with this person for 8 hours a day, and you completely were disrespectful to them, and that's what's created a hostile work environment that we've had in recent times. So a better way to do that is, if you don't know they're completely sure, just say, "Hey, I'm not sure if that's correct. I heard something else. Let's look it up." I just mentioned the 25-page workbook we have. It's there for you to use, for you to look information up, so go ahead and use it. As I said before, the customer, they'll have patience. They'll take the extra minute to let you look up the information just to know that they're getting the right information. It also shows that you care, and like I said before, and once you show you care, then the customer will start listening to you. The last point I want to make is about listening to the customer. During the 90% of the cases, it's really easy. It's so easy, you can just tell them right away and just cut them off and tell them exactly what the problem is. Unfortunately, customers don't like being cut off. When they come in with a problem, especially working with the TSA, and everybody knows they have a bad reputation for customer service in the past, it's important that you are very friendly to them originally and listen to everything they have to say. When they come in, they want to tell you everything that's happened to them, so they feel you know the problem the best and you'll be able to solve exactly what their problem is. If you cut them off right away, they're not going to be happy. Nobody likes being cut off when they're talking, and that includes the customer as well. So just have some patience, take an extra 30 seconds, let them explain the whole problem before you then go about finishing or solving the problem and getting them all set up to continue with the program. In conclusion, there's two things you really need to take out of this. You need to have respect for your customer and coworkers, and you need to have patience. If we can improve those two things, then customer service will no longer be a big issue in our office. Once you respect your customers and coworkers, everything goes smoothly. You have a much friendlier work environment. People aren't yelling at you. Customers walk out much more pleased. Obviously, everybody knows there's going to be problems. Nothing's perfect, especially working with the government. Nothing's perfect, but they'll be much more understanding and much less angry walking out, and it'll be good not only for our work environment, for the program as well. If that's not enough incentive, I wanted to add a $50 bonus for whoever shows the best customer service in the month. So this is going to come from both me observing as well as workers' recommendations. So anytime you see somebody else, any other worker, do a good job, go above and beyond with customer service, let me know. At the end of the month, I'll be choosing one of you guys. You'll get a $50 gift card to the restaurant of your choice, and it'll be just a great incentive for you to work a little bit harder. That's all I have for you today. So let's be more patient, more respectful. Let's get back out there, and let's try to have a great week.